videos.
How did it fail?
Why did it fail?
Mm-hmm.
It's a very good question. Why did my first business fail?
Mm-hmm.
My first business failed for a lot of reasons. So, first,
You didn't know much?
say what?
You didn't know much how to start a business?
That's okay. That's okay. You should, well, number one, you should never be afraid to do something you don't know how to do. Like, think about you. What are things that you have been afraid to do, but you didn't know how to do it? And you did it anyways.
My triathlon?
Your triathlon. How many triathlons have you done?
8.
8? You've done 8 triathlons. Were you ever afraid to do a 5K?
10K?
You were afraid to do a 10K. How many 10Ks have you done?
1.
2. And how many 5Ks have you done?
30.
30. So were you afraid to do your first 5K one time?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you afraid to do your first 10K one time?
Yes.
Were you afraid to do your first triathlon one time?
Yes.
And what did you do anyways? And what did you do anyways? Did you do it?
Yeah.
And how'd you feel after you did it?
I felt good.
So, did it,
But Dad,
was your fear real, or was it really not that scary?
not that scary.
So it's just like a business.
So how did you what's the other reason why you failed?
The business?
Yeah.
These are such good questions. I love these questions. So first of all, I didn't raise enough money. So I only raised $175,000 from 3 people. Those are called angel investors. So let's say that mommy and daddy believe in your business and we're just individual people giving you money. That's called an angel investor. It's an angel that comes down from heaven. Okay. So I took $175,000 from 3 people, but I didn't raise enough money.
How?
Because I needed like $500,000, not $175,000. So lesson number 1 is to raise enough money to do your business. Lesson number 2, the website, the way that it operated, the way that it looked, the way that it was done, I was never good at the technical side of the website and thinking about like the product of the business. I was always good at selling new clients and finding new clients and always good at doing marketing, but I was not a good person to build the product. And so the third lesson that's really important is that I didn't know how to hire the right people. So for example, if we need to hire somebody at our house to fix the roof, who would we not hire?
Bad people? Like grandmas? Like grandmas, people that make the pool?
Yeah, hey, that's right. Exactly right, right? If you're trying to fix the roof, you don't hire people who know how to fix a pool, right?
Okay, yeah.
So you have to hire people who know how to do the job.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't hire the right people because I didn't really know the skills that I needed in the business to do the right, to build the product. So what's lesson number 1?
Hire the right people.
Okay. Lesson number 2.
Make enough money.
Yeah, I had to raise enough money. Raise enough money. Lesson number 3.
Hire the right people.
Well, yeah, the third lesson was that my product, like I wasn't close enough to the product.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, imagine that mommy and daddy owned a pool company, but I didn't really understand how to make a pool, right? Mm-hmm. I was always good at selling new customers on new pools, but I wasn't good at making the pool. So that's one of the reasons why I failed, is that I don't have to do the work, but I need to know how the work is done so that I can hire the right people. So that was like the third mistake. Hunter, can you please ask me a question about the business?
I don't have to think.
It's okay. You don't need it. You can hear it on this, so Ella can hear it. So Hunter, can you ask me a question about the first business?
Company?
Yeah. Oh, the company. What was the company's name, Ella?
Company?
Debt
Deadweckler.
Debt Maven.
Debt Maven.
Yeah, Debt Maven. So
I still like that name.
it is a good
cool.
name.
Was
It's actually a good name.
that the why wasn't
And so-
good at building it?
Say what, Hunter?
Why wasn't good at building the pool?
Well, that's an analogy of like in my company, Debt Maven, that did loans for private equity firms. I didn't know enough about how to build the product, Hunter. Oh, you're just going crazy back there. All right, Ella, back to you. What's another question? Let me see what other mistakes I made.
How did you start the new company?
51 Labs?
Yeah.
That's a good question. That's a very good question. How did I start 51 Labs? The way that I started 51 Labs was for my first company, Debt Maven. I had to learn how to tell people about it, right?
Okay.
So that's called marketing. And we didn't have any money.
You didn't have any money?
No.
Not even
Well,
$20?
remember we didn't raise enough money?
Not even $1?
I mean, we had more than $1, but we didn't raise enough money, so we had to. It's called getting scrappy. So we had to get scrappy in order to.
What's scrap?
Scrappy. How do you define scrappy for a kid? That's a very good question. Scrappy is, let's say that you have a difficult task and you don't have the right things to do it. You got to figure it out. You got to use your brain. So, for example, if I said Ella,
Like how to
if I said Ella and Hunter, go ahead.
like how to solve going on the climbing wall. We have to solve what bricks to go on.
Got to problem solve, right?
Mhm.
But let's say Ella, I want you to build an airplane,
Ugh.
but I don't give you every single part, right? Or what if I say, Ella, go build a house, and I don't give you every single part, and I don't give you enough money? You're going to find a way to problem solve, right?
Mhm.
You're going to ask friends. You're going to think, okay, is there a different way to build the room? Yeah. And Hunter, what happens if you're trying to build an airplane and
It doesn't work.
yeah, I'm going to go with a different analogy here. You definitely want to have the right plane. You want the right parts for an airplane. Hunter, what's the name of our company?
Your first company,
Or the company we have right now?
51.
Lab.
Oh! And Hunter, what's the name of the nonprofit that helps people? What is that called? 51
Vets.
51 Vets.
Good.
So here's the so let's summarize before we get into school. Why did the first business fail?
Because you weren't making enough money.
I didn't raise enough money. Number 2,
You didn't know how to make the product.
yep, I wasn't close enough to the product. Good.
Mhm.
Number 3,
You
didn't hire the right people.
okay? Wait, you didn't?
I didn't know how to hire the right people. So that is the business lessons this morning on the car ride.